18 years into democracy, not all of Mzansi's people are happy. As freer people we are, some feel shortchanged. The people of Orange Farm feel they are getting a raw deal. An unhappy people.
Sinenkinga yamaswirinji. Ezindlini uthola usuhleni namasimba agabhule kanje la emadolweni.
Phela emakakeni nabo abantwana yabona bekwamba ngenyawo manje umntana.
Uchondo na reduce vodula masepeni.
Stuck in stench.
Ngaphandle ngaphakathi kuyafana nje ungathi sabantu abayizingulube ngendlela esiphila ngakhona.
Kuyanuka muzi ungadla wena uhleli ngaphandle. Ngoba ufuna ukudla kumele ufake endlini ukhiya ama wis fester.
Losing all hope.
Ngino 2 months ngihleli nje manyaleni kanje.
Orange Farm, some 60 km in the far south of Johannesburg, is one of the biggest informal settlements in Mzansi. It is home to some 350,000 people, mostly unskilled. We last visited this settlement in May this year. Here, we discovered a serious problem with their sewage systems. In Extension 9, we met up with Umama Tulsile. She told us of their biggest struggle as residents of Orange Farm.
Nje sisi njengobubona nje kukanje sinenkinga yamaswirinji endikudala not manje sakhe la ekhaya ngithi ngo2000 silo sinayo lenkinga mangabe ukuthi kublockile kanje ema toilet uthole kuze kungenela nangaphakathi ezindlini uthola usuhleni namasimba agabhule kanje la emadolweni ungakwazi ukupheka ungakwazi ukwenzani especially thina la ekhaya sine tech shop siyathengisa uthole nama customer engasakhona ukungena zothenga esedlula ngomgaqo ngoba akekho umuntu ongavuma ukuzothenga la kunamasimba khona.
The people have a serious issue with their sewage system. This has been an ongoing problem with very little relief.
And into ongayazi uthi mangabe kublockile uthi uyafona ufonela kumasipala walana uthole mhlambe bezothatha 2 days or 3 days bakutshela ukuthi bayeza 24 hours ulinda ubusuku nemini egcineni bagcine bengafikanga sihlala nje kabuhlungu kanje ngaphakathi emajalidini ama manhole nangaphandle emgaqeni uphuma ejalidini uthi uphumela ngaphandle uphumela emasimbeni so nje impilo yala e9 se extension 9 la sikhona Orange Farm akukho right.
Toilets are meant to be used, not locked up. But Umama's one is not in operation. It has been blocked for 2 months now, and all because of the poor sewage system. The block system is one of the many issues that these people are dealing with.
Azikho nje izinto zakhona ezilungayo ngoba sixakwa memenhole sixakwe na ugesi nogesi wakhona uyabheda on and off uthenga isishebo uthi usithenga sibe siningi sibolele efridgini ekugcineni uzugcina ungasazi ukuthi yiphi impilo ozoyiphila othi uthanda ukuyiphilisa siphila ngendlela ekwenzeka ngakhona siphili ngempilo ethandwa yithini ngaphakathi i-tech shop phandle ngaphakathi kuyafana nje ungathi sabantu abayizingulube ngendlela esiphila ngakhona siphilisa kweyilwane kodwa asithandi kungenxa yendlela ekwenzeka ngayo umasipala wala awunake lutho akujabulisi nje ukuphila khona uzuyisolo kwenye inkathi kwesinye isikhathi uthi utshela abantu basekhaya uthi usegoli kufine nokuthi usemakhaya kuyabanda ngaphakathi asinagesi kwimanje ngina 3 days ngingenagesi izolo ngilale nama reference number awu4 bethi bayeza bazolungisa bagcina bengafikanga kuyabanda nje kusebusika awukutholi nje ukuthokomala ngendlela uthanda ukuthokomala ngakhona.
Truth be told, this is no way for any human being to live. Sewage pipe blockage is not a problem only in one section of Orange Farm. It is widespread. We moved to Extension 1, and there the people tell us of their ordeal.
Snaking is sewage blockage. Shoot everything nje yablock lento. Siye le officeini sibalande basinikeza kunephepha bakunika lona bathi reference number. And then besiyabuya and by the meantime amanzi ayaphuma labantu bazothatha isikhathi sabo ukuthi bafike la bazoblokulula lento lesewage no sometimes abizi at all beze following day understand? So thina yethu iwest kakhulu ngoba nejarity lethu liyakhuphukela, amanzi ayagcwala, and west part since ngapha bakhe ibonda amanzi awasakhoni ukuthi angadlula, avele agcwale kube idamu. Bese kungcono before the time kuyifence ngakabi ibonda, because bewakhona ukuthi at least adlule through the fence aye estradini ngale opposite.
Tabang tells us of his recent experience.
2 weeks back bewangenile like la kumhlophe khona bengene kangaka, ngagcina ngibhoboze lapha ukuthi at least akhona ukuthi adlule aye estradini. Lo mama wangapha bekangekho, so angazi abobana bamfonele weza ke, but ufike at least sewayehlile wavala futhi. So of which njengoba vale kanje mawangaphinda blocka njenga before kuzoba the same problem futhi kusazoba idamu futhi.
No one wants sewer in their yard, and sadly, this problem causes friction between neighbors. For the people of Orange Farm, this is now their daily concern.
Because lento le each and every day namanje baceda ukustop, mhlambe late ngabo ma 5-6 ngaqala futhi yabona.
This yard was flooded with sewer, and the water ended up in Tabang's shed and damaged his belongings.
Amanzi bewagijima la, so it was late ukuthi ngakhipha izinto ngoba already besezimanzi, and then ifridge nayo besengasasebenzi. Utro ngithenga zami amalaya avela aziphukela, i-headboard nama-dressing table avela zazihlephukela nje.
Damage to property is not their only concern, but also the well-being of their kids.
Ngoba abantwana noma ungamtshela ukuthi ungadlali la, still uyafana uzomthola lokwadlala khona lapho futhi bayadlala la, and this thing is full of germs nje, bacteria. To illustrate the problem, we moved on to another section of Orange Farm, and as you can see, this house yard is flooded, and not from the recent rain, but stinking sewer water. Young and old, the people of Orange Farm are suffering.
Inkinga esinayo mama apha ile storage, ngoba le storage isuka ngapha ngasentla ibloka khona ngasentla ibe seyiza izodama kule mizi le. Njengobona nje pha ezantsi sebeze bayivala ngoku, akwazi nokuthini thina ngapha ngasentla bayivalile ngapha ngezantsi, kunzima nongena endlini. Asiyazi ke ingxaki kuphina, bayeza aba bantu bafike bayihlohle lento ihambe kudlule nje amavekanyana iphinde iblock. Yiyo ingxaki esinayo.
Nina isikhathi esingakanani nale ngxaki ta?
Akudala mama, kudala kakhulu. Bebeze bayigubha pha ezantsi kwathiwa izaba ngcono, akukho bungcono, isoloko injalo. Ma ingalungiswa mama singakhona ukuphumla, kodwa ngale ndlela kuyiyo hayi akukho kuphumla mama.
As you will remember, we were last here in May. We are back to see if there's any improvement in the lives of the people of Orange Farm. This time around, we met up with Umama Ngungu, who runs an elderly daycare center.
Ke sebetsa ka bonkgono, ke ba fa breakfast, ke ba fe lunch, be ba etsa di-activities tsa bolo, tsa ho bapala, tsa ho loga.
So hantle ntle o tlhokometse
tsa mmino,
o tlhokometse bonkgono
motshegare.
Because bana batho ba tlhokometseng ko gae.
No.
Okay.
She tells us of her recent experience.
Last week ho ne ho kene metsi on Thursday, storage ne di blockile, main ya teng ha e blockile, even now it's santsane blockile, se ka re ine e blockile. So metsi ana balega from ko Tairutu a kena ko senteng ya bonkgono ka mohara wolo. Go be go blockile storage, main ya teng o blockile le ka moha makhelwane wa ka. So a ntwena a phunyeletsa from ka mole, a ba phunyeletsa le ka mo. So o thole hore ha ona mo ke tlotswang, tshwantse ke bitse batho ka phone hore ba tlo nthusa.
A kenela ka montlong?
A kena ka montlong.
So ha o senyegela?
Ke a senyegelwa ga go le bonkgono ba senyegelwa, because di-carpet tsa bonkgono na jaanong di ka ntle bonkgono ba ka se dule mo samenteng bonkgono ke batho ba tshwareng ke manto ke tshwere bonkgono ba kulang gona jaanong nkgono i1 o na isitswe clinicing bakeng la sefuba I'm sure ko kena hara metsi because metsi a na le ice.
The elderly are just as fragile as infants.
E ba utlwisa bohloko bane hona jane ba tshohile ha holo bonkgono ba tshohile gore ba tlotsa male metsi they ana le over metsi a teng that's why
and ntse kang eo hanke ba ha healthy hantle ntle mo bonkgonong
I healthy one ke totally metsi a teng ke a unhealthy ke a masepa so ke masepa le moroto I don't think right for hygiene ya bonkgono for dijo for ing.
Like most people residing la Orange Farm, Umama has one request.
Nna kopo ya ka ke hore government re thuse hore at least ho bulwe di-sewage tsena ho kenye di-sewage tse ding tse betere tse kareng hore bonkgono ba tsebe ho kena ko toilet ba kgone ho etsa everything ba be safe because jaanong a ke safe mo ke bile ka ya ko housing on Friday ke batla site for bonkgono it's unsafe ho dula le bonkgono.
When we were there early in the year, there seemed to be a lot of work being done, but the people have very little hope.
Angifuni ukudlala ngayo ngoba akusiyi inkontrakt yokuqala le elungisayo. Ikhona ke yafika izolungisa basitshela ukuthi sekuphela imali. Bahamba abesibili laba abafikile manje nakhona nginalo ithemba lokuthi kuzolunga. Ngoba kuqala ngangcono kube sithi mhlambe uqala ngabe ngithi ngiyajabula mhlambe nginethemba lokuthi khona kuzolunga sengiyesibili naye asazi noma izoqeda noma izuqeda mhlambe kuzothi kuphakathi nendawo nabo bahluleke bahambe nje la kukho nje kulungayo.
We saw for ourselves manholes being unblocked. This is a truck from Joburg Waters, and these men unblocking a manhole. Believe it or not, this is the following day, and the sewer water is coming from the manhole that was being fixed.
But they think as long as the pipe is so look, how and to prove or reveal is true. How about the after 2 days or after hour?
To illustrate the extent of the problem Orange Farm has, we moved on to Extension 6B. Here, we spoke to the locals of the section.
Alright, young chela my sister, the training system, and it's one and you saw la pants. Yeah, one of my pipe corner, why a kupu in training system. Itlangane ne system ye sewage, and then is a cross aganjani, la my pipe la way la manza buya from good training system. Egben paradgwa le pipe la kuna la way sewage and it and matwa pega la way sewage ama pipe ngakana mancane aya blocker and ma blocker yenzani la phela kuyayehlela ngithi njengoba kuyehlela kanje yonke lento ebuya from le phezulu iyehlela ku la enzani then iblocker ku la enzansi kuyafanele into bazoyilungisa manje ayenge ziphela
bayaqala ukuzolungisa la
hayi kangaki many times bekunesikontiри la mara imoto bengahambi bokunomgodi la kunesikontiri nomgodi la mara bengaki namoto ehamba la yabo so inkinga one into engibona mina i1 10 even noma nginikeza i10 noma ngengiyekele mpela ngizidlela imali isifayo sikhwama ngizivule abantu bazosafara abantu labantu abahlala laba into enjalo
problem erina leon ke storage and it's been years, let me say since from 2006 then yaba worse after baking is continue.
OCC Party explains what the real cause of this problem is.
Problem hantle it's angore e block ke di pipe tsa teng dinyana re nida di pipe tse kgolo so gale re lwanela pipe tse kgolo unfortunately ha ona batho ba kgona go re thusa ka tsona
so le tsebela ka hore ke di pipe tse nyane botata
re le ra jetswa ke ba sebetsang go officing ba dilang ka di storage ba re jetswa up until ho ba di pipe tse kgolo ha ona bophelo bo re tlo bophelang ke bona bophelo bo re tlo bophelang bo.
As promised on our last broadcast, we went looking for answers. We visited the city of Joburg. We spoke to the MMC of Environment and Infrastructure Services about the problems in Orange Farm.
No, we've gotten wind already. There are issues, sewer, piping, and those types of issues go Orange Farm. We've been as well. I saw some of the challenges Tebanandin's on. Orange Farm originally was planned to be not as big as it is now. It was planned for about 3,000 to 5,000 people. We now have more than 200,000 staying there. And I guess that contributes to the system, sanitation and sewer systems there, you know. But then because we noted we need to sort out maybe I should also indicate it's a provincial establishment. Jointly, so the city and the province should take responsibility. Given the challenges that are there, we decided as Joburg City, we will intervene. The sanitation system that's there was initially installed by provincial local government and housing. We did our own study when we found the system really needs to be improved. We've rolled it over to the coming 3 years, beginning with this year. In totality, we need about 97 million to manage the piping there, you know. But I think also because it's an area that is overflowing of what originally was planned for, is also the way human beings are reacting or relating to the sewer system itself. I mean, some of the blockages, I watched the program, the initial program that we did. Some of the problems that are there are problems that really I mean, people have to not throw the jaw into the sewer system, throw sanitary pads into the sewer system, because ultimately there's a point where it's going to block, you know, because of those foreign things that we're throwing into the system. But we noted we are working on the program.
Orange Farm does not seem to have been properly planned for.
It could have been because of the number of people planned. I get when you establish an area, you plan and you approve whatever systems that comes for the number that you think will be. So it has grown. That is why we did the investigative study, to show in the growth of the area, what is it that we need to improve on. So the idea is to improve on those pipes as well. But as I'm saying, it takes also community responsibility to manage what we're putting into the piping system.
So who's along Mohabafit?
Ho sala di-pads, ho sala di-condom tse usitsweng, ho sala di-tissue, le di-plastic.
The community is also responsible for making sure that nothing other than sewage passes in those pipes. There also seems to be no coordination in the delivery of services in Orange Farm.
I think it's in the way we're managing our programs. I think province and us need to work in a coordinated manner, you know, because as I'm saying, Orange Farm is a provincial program. So we're bringing in services at different points. And that is one thing in the study that we've noted, that whatever service we take into Orange Farm needs to be in a coordinated manner. We as local government need to know what province is planning to do and when. Equally so, we need to communicate with them as well. Because those are the challenges that we are also facing. Where we will go there, then finding where the housing people are doing something, we're not supposed to be doing something. Then it means, well, now we must wait for them to finish. Or them wait for us to finish, you know. So we need to coordinate the way we're managing programs generally, not just about Orange Farm, all over, so that even the impact of the delivery of services is felt, because it's a coordinated delivery that comes down to our people.
The common complaint is that the size of the sewage pipes is the main cause of this problem. Will that ever be sorted?
We are going to be managing the pipes. As I said, of the 97,000 we have budgeted this year, 12-13 for about 27 million, where we'll be managing the hydraulics and all the other issues that they are raising now. So in the 3 years, up until 13-14, we would have hopefully managed to even increase the size, the pipes as well. But it takes a huge education awareness program, you know, for our communities. We will be engaging the ward council at Takako, working very well with them, you know, and I know this becomes a challenge for them as well. So we'll be working with them, developing a program of talking to our communities on what not to put into the sewer system. I mean, nothing else must go there except sewage, you know, so that is important. And I think if we can get that thing right of what not to put in the system, then whatever size of pipes that are there, we'll be able to manage the flow of sewer that will be going through the pipes.
The people of Orange Farm have very little hope in this problem ever being sorted.
angifuni ukudlala ngayo ngoba akusiyo inkontract yokuqala le elungisayo ikhona ke yafika izolungisa basitshela ukuthi sekuphela imali bahamba abesibili laba abafikile manje nakhona nginalo ithemba lokuthi kuzolunga ngoba kuqala ngangcono kube sithi mhlambe uqala ngabe ngithi ngiyajabula mhlambe nginethemba lokuthi khona kuzolunga
kuyafanele into bazoyilungisa manje ayenge ziphela
bayaqala ukuzolungisa la
hayi kangaki many times.
No, I would really want to encourage community around. They must give us a chance. We will try by all means to work according to the standards they expect us to work on, you know. Sometimes we have challenges even from them as communities, you know. But I would really appeal that they must allow us to do work and see at the end of the work that we're doing if there are no improvements. If not, they must still tell us, you know. I mean, I care we are there to service them. They must still talk to us and tell us that, look, we are not happy about this. Then see, together with them, how do we change? You know, we interface with councillors. So expecting that councillors would be the ones who would go to them and say, these are the issues. Of course, we must give councillors proper information and correct information for that matter.
And so basically, your word is, in the next 3 years, there should be major improvements.
Major improvements, yes.
Ngiyazizwela Mzansi. Umama just gave us her word. We will definitely hold her up to it. Only time will tell. For more info on cutting edge and other news, tune into these radio stations weekdays between 6 and 7 p.m.